Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on today's video and welcome to my channel. In today's story, OP reaches out to Reddit because he finds himself in a horrible situation with his partner. They clearly have different priorities when it comes to finances and things are looking bad. Unfortunately, this is one of those videos where I think that things aren't exactly concluded, but I feel that at least this instance specifically is sort of wrapped up. If there is an update, I'll link it here in the video. Anyways, I do think that OP handled the situation really well, and I really appreciate OP's priorities. Stay tuned for the update to find out. If you do like this video, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up. And before we move on to the story, I just wanted to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you so much, you guys are so amazing. And for those that are new, if you like my content and would like to support me, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you so much for your time and on to the story. When people ask why I'm not in our family pictures, I'm going to tell them the truth. A couple of weeks ago, my wife asked if we could have professional family photos taken. I said that money was too tight between our daughter's birthday, a trip to her parents for Thanksgiving, and Christmas. I asked her if we could wait until after Christmas, and she said no. She never brought it back up. I didn't think anything of it because I assumed that she was planning on taking them herself. The other day, one of my tires blew out and I went to our emergency fund to cover it. That's when I discovered that she took $300 out of it to pay for photos. $300 effing dollars. I know that it sounds pathetic, but when I saw that, I broke down. The last couple of years have been horrible for us. I got laid off and she got sick in the same year. We eventually did find new jobs, but we never fully recovered financially. It took months and months of hard work just to get our emergency fund to that point. Now half of it is gone right before Christmas for effing photos. When I confronted her about it, she didn't even try to deny it. She just said that she deserves to have nice photos. I begged her to try to get that money back, but she said no. The photo session that she booked is next Saturday, but I won't go. She keeps threatening me, saying that people are going to ask why I'm not in them and that I'm going to look bad. I'm sure that she's right, but I'm counting on it. When people ask why I'm not there, I'll tell them exactly what happened. I don't care if it's in person or her Facebook page. I'm going to let everyone know what she did. Since having pictures to show off is more important to her than our family's safety, it seems only right that her family and friends should know that. I feel like I'm married to a stranger. The woman that I married would never have betrayed me like that. I contacted the photographer directly. I didn't think that it would work, but I decided to try it after so many people suggested it. I told my wife that I changed my mind about the photos and asked to see the photographer's other works. She gave me the website. Then I sent the photographer an email explaining the entire situation. I was shocked by how understanding she was. She refunded us right away. The only catch is that my wife is banned from using her services. I had planned on sitting my wife down to talk. However, the photographer sent her an email before I could. And boy was she pissed. She wouldn't stop yelling at me until I told her that I was considering leaving her. She calmed down after that. I told her how angry and disgusted I was that she would act so irresponsibly. I asked her why she would do something like that. She said that she deserved nice photos after the last couple of horrible years. I pointed out that we both had hundreds, if not thousands of family photos saved on our phones. She said that they weren't high quality enough and that we didn't look nice enough in them. I responded back that we could have just gone to JCPenney's or effing waited and budgeted for them. She said that she didn't want JCPenney style portraits and that she wanted Christmas pictures. I told her that it doesn't matter and that financial safety was more important than some effing photos. I said that if she didn't agree, it meant that we were incompatible as a couple. She apologized but didn't agree. She still wants to stay together and try to work through our issues. I agreed to try on 2 occasions. One, we separate our finances, and 2, we do a trial separation. She agreed. We're splitting the bills about 60-40, which is proportionate to our incomes, and splitting the emergency fund 50-50. We're also taking turns sleeping on the couch. I know a lot of you wanted me to leave her, but I can't do that. I want to see my daughter every day, not 50% of the time. I owe it to her to at least try and make this marriage work. As angry as I am at my wife, we've gone through hell together, and I can't throw that away without trying to make it better. The trip to her parents isn't happening anymore. We evenly split the $100 we saved for gas. My wife can't afford the trip without my half. She's angry that I won't give it up. I told her that when I said separate finances, I meant separate finances. Besides, after paying for the tire and the tow, my half of the emergency fund is depleted. I need every dollar to build it back up again, so I want to stay in town with my parents. I suggested that she dip into her half of the emergency fund, but she told me that she already used it to book a different photographer for her and my daughter. Last Saturday, I borrowed a couple of sleds from a buddy of mine and took my kids sledding. I want us to build real memories together, not photos posted for likes. I think that 20 years from now, she'll remember that more fondly than the photo shoot her mother has planned. So guys, what did you think? Please let me know in the comments down below. I personally am left with a really bad taste in my mouth. I understand where OP is coming from and that he wants to be with his daughter all the time. That being said, at least from OP's wife's actions, I feel like both of them are at an impasse and they're only staying together for the sake of the daughter. I really don't know how workable and compatible that is in the long run. I do wish them the best and I hope that it does work out. I think the only thing that I would want to add is that therapy would be a really good idea between them, like couples therapy or something, but I also understand that finances are tight and that might not be an option for them. I don't want to be that person and say, oh, go do therapy without taking real life factors into account. I guess if I were in OP's shoes, one thing that I would like to do is see if there are free resources available, things that can help on communication or something like that, you know. I mean, I do think that therapy has its values, but I think that if you're not able to do that because of economic reasons, then there are at least some other basic options available. I wish OP and his wife the best, honestly, and I do hope that they're able to work through this, but I am curious to see how they go through the separation. And lastly, I think OP's emphasis on experiences is so amazing. Honestly, you're not going to remember all of those pictures, but you are going to remember experiences 20 years down the line, and I think that's really beautiful. Anyways, what did you guys think about this? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you did like this story, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates.